This week we're talking about a little known area of the brain. It sits right at the base of your brain. So it's inside the skull and it's called the cerebellum. So this is the part of the brain that makes an athlete just amazing. So if they've got a really well developed cerebellum, then they are going to be a phenomenal athlete. So listen up. The #1 brain stimulus for the cerebellum actually comes from the body. And it is actually found that if you don't get enough brain stimulation in the cerebellum, the brain actually shrinks. Isn't that crazy? So the #1 thing that we see now in ongoing research with early onset adult dementias, the #1 that scares everybody is Alzheimer's. The #1 factor that we're actually seeing in brain tissue change is the brain actually shrinks. So think about this with me. Your adjustment stimulates more input into the cerebellum than anything else that researchers have been able to show. The second thing is the cerebellum, if it's not stimulated enough, your brain actually starts shrinking. So can you draw the connect that when you're getting adjusted, it's sending signals, activation signals into your brain, so it's working your brain, it's giving your brain a workout, so your brain will actually be stronger and you can actually resist Alzheimer's. And this is what I need people to understand, is that your adjustment isn't just for your neck pain or your low back pain, it's to stimulate the most important organ in your body, your brain. We're going to be talking more about this, not next workshop, but the following workshop. We're going to actually be giving a workshop on how to beat Alzheimer's disease. And so I want you guys to make sure that you've got that on your calendar. We'll be putting dates up in the office, but just be aware, we've got the next workshops on cardiovascular disease, how to prevent cardiovascular disease. The second one that's in that series before Christmas is going to be how to beat Alzheimer's. So as with our workshops in the past, we really want you to think about the folks in your circle of influence that maybe need some encouragement too. So bring them along. These workshops are going to be totally free. We're going to do them in the office. We're going to do them right after our shift so that we'll end earlier in the evening so you won't feel like you're out all night. We're really trying to be time sensitive, but this information is critical because we have a hospital that is filling up and it's out of control, and we have the strategies to make that completely different. Remember, Lighthouse, our mandate is to empty out the hospital. That's our goal, empty out the hospital. So it's only there for people that are in crisis or have an emergency. Everything else we can do from the inside out. Your chiropractic adjustments are the beginning of that.